Mbak Astri, apa kabar Mbak Astri?
Ya Pak.
Sehat Mbak Astri?
Lumayan Pak.
Sehat. Ya.
Ya, selamat siang Pak Kusrin. Bu
Selamat siang,
Astri,
Bu
good
Fatia.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, so
Evi.
good afternoon everyone. Speakers from America and from other institutions abroad. We have Ma'am Rosabella here and Ms. Vicky join us again. Thank you so much. Let me wait for a couple more minutes, perhaps. Is it okay, Pak Kusrin? We are still expecting more people to join.
Voice is not clear.
Okay.
These are all internal participants, Bu Fatia.
Excuse me, sir?
These are all the internal participants, or
No, not yet. Some are still not joining.
from outside, or on the internal of Unsika?
Oh, for the afternoon session, only from Unsika, but we are still expecting some of them to join, maybe as audience. Maybe 4 or 5 more minutes, yeah, Pak Kusrin?
Okay, so
So we're still waiting for a couple more people to show up and audience as well.
Bu Evi, are you okay? Bu Evi?
Hello, Pak Kusrin. Alhamdulillah, I'm great. How about you?
Not so bad.
Not so bad. Okay,
Yeah,
great to hear
alhamdulillah.
that.
Just now we had meeting with our rector
I see. Okay.
till 11 o'clock. So
Busy day, ya, Pak?
yeah, I think so. She stressed that Merdeka Belajar and Kampus Merdeka should be launched this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So for the second semester?
Second semester, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good policy because the minister's policy is also stress about that.
Yeah.
It's from Malaysia. Miss Ophelia Miklat from Malaysia. QB Bataan.
I think she's from the Philippines, sir. Polytechnics University of the Philippines.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Philippines.
Yeah.
PUP. Joining us today.
Yes, the presenters are all from Unsika, but the participants are both abroad and
Yeah.
Indonesians. Yeah.
But sorry that your voice is not clear. Is there any some internet connection challenging or?
Okay, I will check my connection.
Yeah, it's not clear. Now it's clear. So this afternoon, 9 participants left, Ms. Padia.
Yes, sir. Excuse
This
me?
afternoon, 9 participants left to present.
Oh, 5, sir. 5 left.
5 left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only 5.
And for others, yesterday, you mean?
They've done it yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yep.
So now I'm the first participant to join this? Or?
For this session, yes, sir. You're the first presenter.
First presenter. Actually, I'm waiting for Buwardia and others to replace and to present this in from FISIP, right?
No worries, sir. There will be other chances. Don't worry. Okay, Ilda. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the second day of International Webinar Series on Dissemination of Academic Research and Implementation during COVID-19 pandemic. We are in the second section right now, and there will be 4 speakers from Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang who will deliver their presentation. And I would like to introduce those all speakers. They are Mr. Dr. Kusrin MPD, Mrs. Astri Nurdiana SSIT MKEP, Mrs. Aulia Fasana Hadining STMT, Mrs. Hayatul Rahmi SSI MSI, and Mr. Jajam Hairul Jaman STSA MCOM. And the section will be guided by our moderator. To Mrs. Evi Kalina, please take your time.
Thank you very much, Ibu Hilda. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome back to the second part of the webinar. We will have 5. Before we begin with the first presenter, I would like to remind you about the time allocations. So for the presentations, that will take approximately 20 minutes and then followed by question and answer sessions for about 10 minutes. I would also like to remind the participants to kindly mute your microphone during the presentations. And for the question and answer session, you may type your questions in the chat box, or you may press the raise hand button to post your questions, comments, or sharing directly to the speakers. Okay, Dr. Kusrin, I believe that you are more than ready to present.
I hope so.
Okay, so the first presenter is from the Faculty of Social and Political Sciences, the Dean himself, Dr. Kusrin MPD. So Dr. Kusrin, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the committee. Thank you for the time to present a simple research of mine. The title is Teachers and Students Parents Partnership During COVID-19 Pandemics. Lesson learned from elementary students of Indonesia. Next, I think. Next. Yeah. The purpose of this study, this report describes teachers and students' parents' partnership in enhancing students' online learning engagement at Indonesian elementary school during COVID-19 pandemics. It details teachers and parents' collaboration to activate students in online instructional participation. Next. The closures of all school levels in Indonesia, the COVID-19 outbreaks in Indonesia mandates the closures of all school levels that requires teachers to adjust with online teaching. Filling the gap, they have to join virtual workshop about managing the online instruction. This charm takes effects on the children's physiological and psychological stability based on the Yasmin et al. 2020 research. At the sudden change from face-to-face to online instruction, what the teachers do? The teachers strengthen students' parents' interferences because it not only encourages students' motivation to accomplish the learning tasks according to Erdogan et al. 2019, Danga et al. 2020. But create a conducive academic circumstance as well, according to Sheridan et al. 2017. And then the students' parents' problem. Most parents actually have pedagogical constraint for an appropriate treatment to their children at home. This incompetence can really actuate maltreatment parenting, according to Brown et al. 2020, and potentially lead the children to the academic failure. That is the problem. Okay, and participants ethically recruited. This study is during the old semester 2020-2021 of COVID-19 pandemics. Voluntarily, 3 of 10 teachers and 3 of 20 students' parents are recruited in pairs during their collaboration. They facilitated students for 3.5 hours a day or 5 days a week in a fixed time schedule. And the teaching media. What media the teachers choose? The 3 teachers choose the combination of synchronous and asynchronous instructions. And they also use video conference. Email is the instructional videos are sent by email to each student on the purpose of providing reinforcement after the courses are completed done. And Google Form for further exercises, some quizzes and tasks are shared through the Google Form. And WhatsApp is used for student consultation and student parents coordination. The guidebooks containing evidence about the student's parent role. So the school also sent the guidebooks for the student's parent just before the learning comments. And the data collection and data analysis. Data collection, The other applied semi-structured interview to collect the data from both parties, the 3 teachers and 3 students' parents. And the others also make a triangulation by ways of interviewing the school principal. And the data is analyzed based on Brown and Clark 2006 thematic analysis. And the first instruction, scaffolding, the students' parents are informed that email, video conference, Google Form, and WhatsApp are the main media for online instruction. 5-day learning materials are emailed to the students every Sunday evening before synchronous video conferences are presented for the following 5 days. Quiz and tasks are shared by Google Form, and student consultation and students' parents coordination are provided by WhatsApp. The first instruction scaffolding. The first scaffolding did not work well after 1.5 months applied. The student parents objected to see their children being fatigued. The 3 students from different 3 students' parents were feeling bored and stressed. They had monotonous learning model of teaching. Besides that, the students' parents complained about the unsatisfactory school services. They have paid the expensive school fee, but the teachers did not meet their hopes instead. On the other hand, the school facilities, school buildings, internet, laboratory, etc., remain unused. So that is why the parents mind teaching their children at home. They don't want to teach their children at home. One participant on behalf of them complained, "We are not teachers, so we do not know how to teach our children. And we do not want to see our children being stressed. On the other hand, we have paid the school expense, so we do not teach them at home or otherwise. The school lessen the fee." That is one of the participant complaints about the situation at the time. Okay, the second instruction, scaffolding. The second scaffolding completes the first one. The teachers prepared students' parents' guidebooks for their children's accompaniment, which is spread out before the first session was commenced. The teachers made 25-minute instructional videos of theirs and uploaded weekly together with learning materials, quiz, and tasks. Before the synchronic video conference is begun, learning materials, quiz, tasks, and instructional videos for a week meetings, and also students' parent guidebooks are emailed on the purpose of helping students and their parents make preparations. And the second findings and discussion, after some consideration, the school expense is subtracted 15% after the parents complain about the situation. And the teaching service is increased. And then the students' parents play a role based on the guidebook and provide learning equipment, gadget, laptop, internet connection, conducive learning room, and supporting learning materials. And accompany their children tuning in the virtual learning room to make sure that the preparation is exactly ready. Motivate their children when they unfocus. Unfocus is wrong. Discipline students to join the virtual classroom before the class begins, and after breaking time, and when the closing time. Send the students' worksheet back after completed done. Participant vignette. After the accompaniment to their children, one participant on behalf of them delivered. The students' parents' guidebooks make us easier to control our children, especially after 10 minutes break, because during the break, the children usually make a play with their friends virtually and forget to follow the following sessions. And the teachers made instructional videos can help students to review the teacher's explanation. For their enthusiasm, the students' parents proposed to the teachers to add more time for video conference. However, two of the participants opposed about the quantity of tasks. One says, I think the students have too much tasks. I'm afraid that it influences their eyes' health. But the other one, in contrast, the students should be given more tasks to make them busy because most of their leisure time is used for playing gadget. That is the fact. Yeah. And the main problem, of course, the contrasting opinions between the two participants remains unsolved because while the time this report is written, the process of this semester is still running. It will become an interesting topic then for a further study next time. Thank you for your attention, and I'm very sorry if I have a lot of mistake today. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kusrin. You highlighted an important aspect of education during the pandemic, involving parents' involvement in their children's learning,
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to invite the participants to kindly share your comments or if you have any questions for Dr. Kusrin regarding his presentation. Dr. Kusrin, what do you think is the ideal, what is it called? Ideal involvement of parents for their own children's learning. What do you think about parents' perspective that when they send their children to school, it should be the school's responsibilities instead of they're the parents though? What do you think about that?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, most of parents have problems about what you are asking me. But the school principals and the teachers should make collaboration to prepare a good, meaningful service to the students. One of them is printing or giving the guidebooks for the parents, because that is very important thing and important tools for the parents to accompany their children. And the second, most of the children in my study don't have problems about how to operate the gadget or the laptop.
The laptops,
The guidelines for the guidebooks for the parents are important.
So, okay, all right. Yeah.
And the parents' accompaniment is very important because the teachers cannot control by themselves. And their existence takes a very significant assistance for the teachers to run the virtual learning instruction. I think that is the real fact.
So you're saying that parents' involvement and is very important, yes, Surya?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Dr. Kusrin. We have something in the chat box. Allow me to read it out for you.
Yes.
This is from Hemadi Mora. Very interesting study, sir. What about parents who are also working and do not have the time needed to guide their students, maybe the children, yeah? And what are the school's intervention for this situation where parents are working?
Yeah, interesting question. And in fact, that most of the parents in the school in which I take the study are working parents, yeah, working parents. So
Working
how
parents,
they
yeah.
control the students? That is the question.
Mhm.
But the parent do not miss the way how to control their children at home, because the teachers and the parents always make communication by phone. When the time start, when the time the breaking time finish, and when the time to do the tasks and everything. So the teachers and the parents are making collaboration to to encourage and to motivate the children. So in this case, the parents and the teachers have a good collaboration, a good participation, a good working together.
Okay. Doctor, we've got another question from Madam Divina from the Philippines. She asked, may I know the socio-economic status of the family that were covered in the study and also the educational background? So she would like to know the socio-economic status and education background of the family that were covered in your study.
Yeah. To tell the truth, that the school in which I take the study, all the parents are from high class family.
I see.
They have a high economic, so the parents are able to complete to provide all the tools that the children needs. So that's this is important for for the teachers, that the teachers feel very easy to make collaboration, because not most, I think, all of the parents from a high family, although they are very busy to work all the time, but they can provide the tools for studying, the conducive room, and then the gadget and laptop and everything. So the parents only control from the work, from the company or the office in which they work, I think.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Dr. Kusrin, Ma'am Pasumbal would like to speak directly to you and discuss with you on this matter. Ma'am Pasumbal,
Okay. Oh, that's summer. Yeah. How are you
Hi, good
today?
afternoon. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually listening to your talk, and it's really very interesting. And when I heard about the parents' factor in the educate or the learning process of the students, it's really quite sad. Because I've heard that already in some of the observations in the Western countries, and that I heard in some of the studies that parents would rather go to work than teach their students. That is why I asked the socioeconomic status, because when you said that they belong to the high economic statuses, then that means they really have a choice. And maybe the educational background is also high. That means they are capable of teaching their children.
children.
You
Yeah.
know, but in some other observations, one example is here in the Philippines. For example, those who are living in the slum areas, those who were not able to go to school, no parents. It is very sad. It is even you know what it's a situation that you would really not want to be in, because because even if they want to teach their children, even if they are really willing to teach their children, they are not capable of doing so because, they say that if only we were able to get our education ourselves, like we were able to go to school, then
Yeah.
maybe we would be able to teach our children.
Yeah.
So it's really a matter of the kind of status that you have in life. Here, we know how Filipinos are nurturing. We're very nurturing, the parents. And
Yeah.
if only they were given the chance to go to school, they would love to teach their children. So maybe different situations would entail you know, um, different ways of dealing with this kind of problem. And
Yeah.
so, thank you very much. I just wanted to say that we also saw that situation in the Philippines, but in a different context because of the kind of social or the socioeconomic statuses of the parents here.
Mm.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Actually, the schools in which I take the study are located in a high-class complex.
Yeah.
So most of them are from high economic and well-educated parents, I think, behind the children. That is, they can support what the schools wants and what the children wants. So
Mhm.
the schools want and the children want meet each other because of the parents' cooperation and also the parents' background of economic and education.
But I
And
got, yeah.
and it is really located in urban location. Yeah, but thousands of schools in Indonesia also are under, what is it? Under class, under at the lower class, I think, especially in the rural elementary school.
Mhm.
But by coincidence, yeah, the schools are located in a high economics level. Class. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
class.
And those who belong to the economically challenged sectors of the society
Yes.
do not really have any other choice because they also do not know how to teach their children.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
but in fact, that the parents, although they are well-educated people, they don't want to teach the children at home. That is
Yes,
why
yes.
the decision that all the teachers should make video conference of their own and send a week before the real video conference comments. That they want like that. Okay.
That's also very sad because
Yeah.
they maybe the reason, as you said, the reason is that we're paying a high price for our children's education, and that that is your responsibility. So there is not anymore that concept of shared responsibility between the
Yeah.
teachers and the
Yeah.
parents.
And one more thing I would like to inform that why the breaking time for 10 minutes, the children are playing together with others virtually. So they lost the time until 20 minutes. So the rule of the parents call or phone the children, hey, now, right now, the lesson starts, the lesson starts. So you should come back to the library.
Yes,
Because they
sir.
are missing to meet each other in the
Yes.
real face-to-face
Face
situation.
interactions, yes.
Yeah.
Because they have the means to do so, they have the gadgets. But those who are poor, they do not have gadgets, and so they do not have any other choice but to focus on what is on
Yes.
screen or whatever is whatever is in the module.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Ivina Panzuba.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can see from
Thank
the
you. God bless.
virtual communication. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for the discussions, yeah, Dr. Kusrin and Madam Pasumbal.
I met her several months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Really,
met
you did?
already. Good to see you
Yeah.
again.
By ways of Miss Fardia Lubis.
I see. Okay, okay. So it's like a reunion, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, reunion, and we can make collaboration next. Okay, for
Yeah,
further
that's the next thing
collaboration.
that you want to do to enter into collaboration. Thank you very much.
Very nice to see you, Miss
Yeah.
Vansuba.
You
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Dr. Kusrin, for
Yes.
the presentation as well as for the discussions.
Yes.
Now we are going to move further. Oh, I'm very sorry. I see someone raise the hands. Okay, it's missing actually. Okay, all right, never mind then. Okay, so we are going to proceed to the second presenter this afternoon. Astri Nurdiana SSIT MKeb, yeah, okay. I believe that Ibu Astri has joined us in the Zoom meeting room. Let me greet her first. Assalamualaikum, Bu Astri. Good afternoon.
Salam Ibu Evi.
Okay, Bu Astri, are you ready with your presentation slides?
Sorry,
Yes.
should I leave the meeting or?
No, you can join us and enjoy and have fun with the presenters actually.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But if, sorry for cutting Ibu Evi, but if Pak Kusrin has other
Agenda,
important
yeah, sure.
agenda,
Yeah. If you're free, then you can join us until we finished at around 3, actually.
It's optional, yeah?
Yeah, it's optional. The choice is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Sorry, sorry, Bu Astri.
Because you
Okay.
haven't closed the meeting, right?
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Okay. So, Bu Astri, are you ready with your presentation slides? Yeah, okay, I believe that you are ready.
Yes.
Okay, so Ibu Astri will present her research entitled Midwifery Care Challenge During the Pandemic of COVID-19, Safety First or Quality First? Wow, this is very interesting, yeah? Okay, so Ibu Astri, the time is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Ibu Evi. Let me share my slide.
Yep.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to Unsika International Office for providing us this such supportive agenda for all the lecturers and also the researchers all around the world, probably. So in this opportunity, I'd like to present to you about the midwifery care challenge during the pandemic of COVID-19. Yeah, safety first or quality first? The fact in Indonesia, in 2018, there are more than 1 million pregnant women, and Indonesian fertility rate about 2.3. It means that every family in Indonesia approximately has 2 to 3 children. And also as many as 85% of pregnant women had their pregnancy checked by midwife, and 62.7% delivered their baby by midwives. From these facts, we can see that midwives still become the trusted health practitioner among pregnant women in Indonesia. But in the other side, we can see the current condition of COVID-19 in Indonesia. The confirmed case right now reach more than 600,000, and active case more than 90,000, and recovered case more than 500,000, and the death cases more than 18,000. And it's quite high. And this is top 5 of COVID-19 cases in Indonesia. As we all know that Indonesia is an archipelago, same like Philippines. So there are 5 provinces who reached the highest number of COVID-19. They are Jakarta, East Java, Central Java, West Java, and South Sulawesi. And here is the graph about the COVID-19 cases in Indonesia from March to December 12th. We can see from the graph that there is, for now, there is not any possibility to decrease because the trend is still increase, and we can find a spike around started from September maybe to December. And here is the COVID-19 cases in Karawang, which the place which I conduct my research. Now Karawang is one of the city at West Java province. Total cases of COVID-19 in Karawang Regency is around maybe now it reached 2,000 cases, but I updated this number since December 12 and less than 2,000, but almost reached 2,000 cases. In the last 1 month, the rate of increase in daily cases in Karawang Regency has increased significantly, with the lowest increase 19 cases per day to 143 cases per day. So it's quite serious problem, especially for midwife, while they have to serve the antenatal care for the mother, but with the problem of COVID-19 around them. We have to know that pregnancy is not the same like other non-emergency health condition. Pregnancy means the continuity of care. If you have the cough or flu, you can stop until your first checkup to your GP. But in pregnancy, you cannot stop only for one checkup to your midwife, but it will continue until 9 months pregnancy, and then will continue until you deliver the baby, and then postpartum period, and then until the family planning implementation. So this is quite a challenge for the midwife in Indonesia, particularly in Karawang. How is the adaptation of midwifery service during the COVID-19 pandemic by midwives in Karawang Regency? As we in Karawang, so there are 732 midwives who conduct the private practice, and some of them still open their service during the pandemic of COVID-19. So this is the research methodology. This is the quantitative research. I conduct this research from July to December. The subject of this research were 135 midwives who came from 30 sub-districts in Karawang. The research tool, I used the questionnaire, and because of the pandemic of COVID-19, I turned it into the Google form and then share it to the group, WhatsApp group of the professional organization or Indonesian Midwives Association group. How I build the questionnaire? First, I did the literature study, and then I organized all the questions, and then questionnaire testing. And after the questionnaire are valid and reliable, then I share it to the subject. So the questionnaire separated to 3 question classification. The first is the question concerning about the availability of medical and non-medical equipment. The result either available or not available, and then the second questionnaire is about the general prevention behavior and also pregnancy care behavior by midwife. The result rate either never, rarely, sometimes, often, and always. And the results, the respondents, the characteristic of the respondents, Majority of the respondents were equal 35 to and below 35 years, and their last education were diplomacy of midwifery with working experience, most of them more than 5 years, and most of them had not any experience in handling patients with COVID-19. And this table showed the service facility for the prevention of COVID-19 in midwifery practice. It's we find so many problems here because none of them reach more than 80%, except two medical device. I could say medical device, delivery chamber and face shield. But for hazmat suit, Google glasses, medical masks for patient, COVID-19 information media, teleconsultation facilities, screening for COVID-19, they did not have it at all. And here are the results concerned about the general prevention of COVID-19 transmission by midwife. There are five behavior that has been asked to the midwives, and we found that there are two common behavior nowadays for us, particularly for midwife in the health practice, clinical practice. They are using a mask and hand washing. It's quite common because it reached the highest number. Most of them are used to use masks nowadays and washing their hand. But but for the other three behavior, it's quite high, but not really high comparing to other two behavior, such as keep distance from the mother at least 1 meter, deliver information about COVID-19 to patient, and also COVID-19 screening before conducting the antenatal care. Even we still can found 4.4% of midwife did not do any physical distancing and also COVID-19 screening before conducting the antenatal care. And it's scientifically proven that it possibly happened the airborne transmission caused by COVID-19 virus. So the prevention is important to wash your hand and maintaining your distance and avoid touching your face, and also using your mask. Here are some guidance that published by the Indonesian government. It is formally become a formal document for the health practitioner, but I think this is should become the next research whether midwife has been informed or not about this guidance. And here are some research about biocidal agents that contain which can kill the virus. So it is proven that the hand sanitizer or soap effectively could decrease the transmission of COVID-19 virus. And as we all know right now, there are so many cloth masks everywhere. However, the medical mask is still the more effective mask comparing to other cloth masks, especially for health practitioner. It is important for health practitioner to always use the medical mask. And here are some behaviors concerning prevention of COVID-19 transmission by midwives during the antenatal care. And there are 6 behavior. We found that 57.8 midwife always give advice to the patient to always read the maternal and child health handbook for pregnancy information. So in Indonesia, we have maternal and child health handbook for every pregnant woman. So it is mandatory for midwife to always give advice for pregnant woman to read the maternal and child health handbook. And also 47.4 midwives quite often giving advice to mother to make an appointment before pregnancy, but still there are 5.9% who never give advice to the mother to make an appointment before pregnancy check. And also 51.9% of pregnant women supposed to 51.9% of pregnant women often give advice to pregnant women to have their first checkup by the doctor. Meanwhile, 1.5 of them never give advice to pregnant women to have their first checkup to the doctor. And in some cases, midwives are allowed to postpone the pregnancy check if the pregnant woman in non-emergency condition, I could say in normal condition after the teleconsultation. But it's not totally implemented in the midwifery practice, because maybe 52 majority, they often do that, but there are still some midwives who do it sometimes, even never do it. And it is important for midwife to teach the mother to count the fetal movement, because in this pandemic condition, it is limited to it is so limited for midwife to check directly the fetal movement of pregnant woman. So it is important for them to teach it to the pregnant woman. So majority of the midwife often teach the mother to count the fetal movement. This is the last point, which really reached the very low result, is providing online maternity class, and it is seem not familiar among midwife in Karawang Regency, because 58.5% of them never provide any online maternity class. And this is the score difference in COVID-19 prevention behavior during the antenatal care. So there is a significant difference of score, behavior score between midwife age equal 35 or and below, and midwife age more than 35 years, with this p-value 0.02, while there is no significant difference in other variables such as education, working experience, and also experience in handling patients with COVID-19. So here is one of the evidence that there is no any risk of vertical transmission between mother and baby during the pregnancy, but again, and also the case fatality rate of COVID-19 in pregnancy quite low comparing to MERS and SARS. But the COVID-19 during pregnancy will cause the fatal complications such as the preterm birth, miscarriage, and also intrauterine growth retardation. And also the COVID-19 virus will change the immune system of pregnant woman and will cause the poor prognosis. So, however, the pregnancy condition need more attention comparing to other condition. The conclusion: to mitigate the risk of transmission of COVID-19, safety and quality are not an option for midwives. Both go hand in hand. Midwives' compliance in carrying out all health protocols is essential. Thank you. That's what I can deliver to you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Astri. So in conclusion, quality and safety must go hand in hand, yeah? Yeah. Okay. All right. I would like to invite the participants to give comments or asking questions to Ibu Astri from the Department of Midwifery, Faculty of Health Sciences, Unsika. Bu Astri, I'm not even familiar with the online maternity class. That's very interesting. What the midwives can teach during the online class?
So the online maternity class is one of maternity class is one of the government program. So
Okay.
it has curriculum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there is a pre-test and post-test, like a general lecture, but conducting to midwife. But during the
see.
pandemic, midwife couldn't do it anymore, so
I see.
the online classes could be the alternative.
Okay. So I mean that's for the midwives, yeah, instead of for the pregnant women.
Yes.
I see. Okay. All right. So, okay, that's very interesting. And let me check if there is anyone typing anything in the chat box. Okay. All right.
I have to say that
Yeah.
the challenge is not only for online maternity class, but I have to admit that when I spread the questionnaire to the midwives, I found a challenge because some of them still not familiar with Google Form. So
Yeah. Yes.
it's quite
So
a
let
challenge.
alone the online class, yeah.
Mhm.
No, it's going to be very challenging, but I think it's also an opportunity, yeah, to look into that in the future. How about your
I
own
think
classes?
it need the help of faculty member maybe
Yeah.
to facilitate this kind of online classes.
Yeah.
It could be the community empowerment target. Maybe.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, it provides a lot of opportunity for that area actually. So thank you very much, Ibu Astri, for the insightful information of the midwifery care during this pandemic. Okay, I hope to see you again in some other chances. Okay, so we are going to move to the third presenter this afternoon, which is our going to present entitled How C2C Communication in Online Communities Influence Customer Purchase Decisions. So we're going to move our topic to what is it called? C2C communication, yeah, okay, which will be presented by Aulia Hasanah Hadining, STMT, from the Department of Industrial Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, Unsika. Okay, I believe Ibu Aulia has joined us in the meeting room. Assalamualaikum, Bu Aulia.
Waalaikumsalam.
How are you, Bu?
Good, thank you. Pretty good.
Good. Okay. All right. So the participants and I are looking forward to listen to your presentation on this issue. The time is yours, Ms. Aulia.
Thank you, Bu Evi Karlina, for the time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. My voice, do you hear my voice, or is it small or enough?
We can hear you very clearly, Bu Aulia.
Okay, my name is Aulia Hasanah Hadining, and I am a lecturer in Industrial Engineering, Engineering Faculty in Universitas Singaperbangsa, Karawang. First of all, thank you for the opportunity that given to me to present my research with the title, How C2C Communication in Online Communities Influence Customer Purchase Decision. C2C here is customer to customer. Yeah. Well, actually, this research was completed before the pandemic occurred, so we were not capture the pandemic situation yet. But this research is still on the. We can add the pandemic situation later, and but I think it is quite relevant because in a pandemic condition we are forced to stay at home and do everything through the online activity, including shopping. Yeah. Here's our timeline today, where I think we can next to the next. Okay, thank you. We will start from the introduction of this research, and then we will discuss about research model and hypothesis, and then research methodology, result and discussion, and then the last part is conclusion. Next. First of all, we will talk about the Industry 4.0. Gives a lot of influence on the use of technology, especially digital technology. The rapid development of technology today can be seen from the many innovation, especially in utilizing internet facilities. Advances in information technology have had a major influence in customer-to-customer communication. That's what we mean about C2C communication. And today, consumers are free to communicate with others who have the same interest in online community, where the form of information produced is persuasive. Okay, online trading transaction are also called e-commerce or business transaction, conducted through telecommunication networks, especially the internet. The existence of online trade transaction activity currently separated from the interaction and communication between users. One type of communication that is often carried out in online trading activities is customer relation, or commonly called.
Ibu Aulia, I'm afraid your voice is breaking up.
The connection, I think. Okay.
Okay.
Do you hear my voice? Yeah, it's been raining so hard here.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, it's getting clearer now. Thank you. Okay.
Sorry. Okay, we can next to the next slide. Okay, thank you. Okay, one reason many consumers use online communication is to gather information and help to make the decision before making a product purchase. So previous research revealed that persuasive encouragement is needed to make consumers make purchasing decision in C2C communication. There are various kinds of persuasive factors that can influence consumer purchasing decision in C2C communication. This study utilized the information adoption model to determine persuasive factors that influence consumer purchasing decision in C2C communication. The result of this study are expected to provide additional recommendation to e-commerce service providers to be able to control consumer purchasing decision through C2C communication. Okay, next. Thank you. Okay, we will talk about the research model and hypotheses that are used in this research. We use three independent variables. There are and one interfering variable and one dependent variables. The study utilized research model by Zhu to determine the effect of product evaluation on purchasing decision, especially those that occur in C2C communication. First, I will explain the variable one by one. Okay, purchase decision. Okay, before Ma'am Fardia. Okay, thank you. Okay, purchase decision is the consumer decision to purchase a product and service. In this study, the purchase decision made by consumer is an online purchase through a website. Online purchase decisions are made through an interface on a website, so consumer must feel comfortable before making a purchase. Yeah, respectively. Therefore, in this research, product usefulness evaluation is important to be able to achieve purchase intention by consumer. Therefore, we have hypothesis 1 here. And then argument quality here is defined as the persuasive power to the argument embedded in the message information. So it also means the extent to which the recipients of the message considers convincing arguments in maintaining their attitude. Argument quality considered important to be able to convince someone in evaluating the usefulness of the product. So it can conclude, so we have hypothesis 2 here. There are argument quality positively influence the product usefulness evaluation. The next is source credibility. Here is defined as the identification of a source of information to be considered credible by the reader. Clarity of information sources about the product will determine the consumer assessment of the product. The better the credibility of the information sources for the product, the more convincing the product evaluation will be. Therefore, we have hypothesis 3 here. So source credibility has a positive influence to product usefulness evaluation here. And then the last variable is tie strength. is a tie strength defined as a bond that arises when consumers communicate with each other online through e-commerce website. The stronger this bond, the greater the influence of consumer opinion on the evaluation of a product. Therefore, in this study, tie strength is a variable that can affect product usefulness evaluation. And this made a fourth hypothesis. There is tie strength positively and significantly affects the product usefulness evaluation. Okay, next. Okay, this is the hypothesis. We have 4 hypotheses here that we will be test. And now we will walk through the methodology, the research methodology. Okay, the data collection, we have sample, we use samples, we use a sample or the students in the Karawang area. We have a total 100 questionnaires were distributed to respondents, and the total indicator used in this study were 18 indicators. These indicators are statements that are measured using a Likert scale with a range of values 1 to 5, which is 1 is strongly disagreed to 5 is strongly agreed. And this is a data analysis. We use PLS. In the PLS, we have 2 types, namely convergent validity test. We use MLS, process and analyze data. The data processing stage using PLS is divided into 2 stages. There are evaluation of measurement model and evaluation of structural model. Evaluation of the measurement model is to assess the validity and reliability of a construct. Here is validity and reliability of construct. We test using convergent validity and discriminant validity, and this reliability and then reliability test. We use composite reliability testing. Next. Okay, here's the structural modeling we conduct in the PLS, and then next. The validity test, convergent validity test, here we have assess it to extent to which a construct can explain the variance of the indicator with the applicable threshold value above 0.5. The table here shows that all research variables have AV values above 0.5. After seeing the result of the measurement of convergent validity that has passed all thresholds, it can be concluded that the convergent validity has been fulfilled. Next. And the discriminant validity is an important requirement for assessing the relationship between latent variables. Current discriminant validity is seen based on the value of heteroid monotrait. Here, the relationship between variable must be below 0.9 values in order to meet the discriminant validity requirement. The table shows that the value of the relationship between variables in this study has been below 0.9. This means that the discriminant validity has been fulfilled. Okay, next. Okay, next we will see the reliability on a construct in the PLS software. We measured based on the value of composite reliability. A construct can be said to be reliable if its value is above 0.7. The table here shows that all composite variable values on variables are above 0.7. This means that reliability had been fulfilled. Okay. Next. Okay, when all the measurement model have met the threshold and showed satisfactory values, the next step is to assess the structural model. Basically, structural model measurement are based on determinant coefficient value or R square here. R square value, we can see that R square value of product usefulness evaluation or PUE. Here, we can see that is 0.464. This means argument quality, source credibility, and tie strength can explain the product usefulness evaluation of 46.4% here. And so on, and so do with purchase decision here. Okay, purchase decision is 0.532. The mean product usefulness evaluation affect purchase decision by 53.2%, and the rest is influenced by other factors outside the study. Okay, the result was we have here 3 hypotheses were proven, which is hypothesis 1, hypothesis 2, and hypothesis 4, and hypothesis 3 is not accepted. Next. Okay, the result obtained are that product usefulness evaluation positively and significantly affects purchase decision. Hypothesis 1 were accepted. The main purpose of consumer spending time in institusi communication activities on online community sites before making a purchase is to collect effective information to help them evaluate the usefulness of a product. So this is proven. The hypothesis 1 is proven. And then next. And then the second finding was hypothesis 2 accepted. Yeah. Argument quality positively and significantly affects product usefulness evaluation. Respondents need to describe cognitive information that comes from C2C communication on online communities sites to help them make purchase decision. This means that the more qualified information about the usefulness of the product provided on the online community site, the more respondents will trust the product so that it can influence the final decision before making a purchase. And the third hypothesis were rejected. This means that source credibility do not have positive and not significantly affect product usefulness evaluation. In fact, respondents did not pay much attention to where the source of information came from. So respondents tend to accept information related to the use of a product without seeing who is giving comments. So either it's Arctic maybe, or maybe someone they don't care about who is giving any information, who is giving comment. It can be concluded that the number of reviews about the product and the quality of information is just enough to influence the purchase decision. Therefore, the credibility of the source does not affect consumer in searching for product usability and evaluation online. Okay. And hypothesis 4 were accepted, which is the strength positively and tie strength positively and significantly affects product usefulness evaluation. Okay, one possibility is that a group of internet ghostwriters who are paid to post comments online with certain content attempts to convince others about a particular product. This ghostwriter usually provide, we can call it ghostwriter, usually provide information that doesn't match the facts. Given that members usually don't know each other personally in the online community, they don't know each other personally. Respondents may worry about interference information from the group of ghostwriters. The strength of relationship can help consumers recognize the communicators' identity when they communicate online. And thus, the strength of a relationship can influence purchasing decisions through evaluating the usefulness of the product. This can be a good recommendation for e-commerce service providers, so they can provide a forum for customers to get to know each other and can exchange information about the products they will buy. Okay, next. Okay, the conclusion, we have 3 hypotheses were proven, and the result of the research that has been done, it can be concluded that the factor that directly affects purchase decision is product usefulness evaluation, and other factors that positively and significantly influence product usefulness evaluation are argument quality and then tie strength. This study provides several recommendations for e-commerce companies to have an online community site by considering the argument quality and tie strength factors, because these factors are useful for knowing the quality of information produced by reviewers and the strength of the relationship between users of online communities. This is done so that the information generated about the use of a product is in accordance with the fact. Although these findings have minimal application, future research must address several limitations. So maybe we can add some pandemic situation here about because people forced to be at home right now and and spend so much time online. So can be such useful add-on for the e-commerce developers maybe. Well, this is the last part of my presentation today. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Ibu Aulia, for the very interesting presentation. And I was personally very surprised, yeah, that your study revealed that source credibility did not influence the purchase decisions of your respondents, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And also I remember one thing. I'm not sure if you have heard of this people. So their job is to review what is it called? Products, as you mentioned. It is called their job is called user experience writer, and they are paid to write reviews on products. Yeah. So you mentioned about the ghostwriter review. It rings the bell. Yeah. I remember that. What is it called? User experience writer.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to invite any participants to share their comments or even discuss anything with Ibu Aulia regarding her research on this C2C communication in online community. Yeah.
Well, this research is about the behavior of the people who shop online, right? So
yeah.
I'd like to give some comments here. And me also, this researchers also surprised about the fact in the area, but maybe this is because of our respondents or students, maybe.
I see. Okay.
Maybe we will have another different result
from different types of respondents.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you shop online yourself?
Of course, it's my 90%
of my
day.
Even before the pandemic, yeah, you shop online.
Yeah, the pandemic has made me a lot much more.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, and it also reflects me because when I give comments or the stars rating the shops or if the seller or the products, because I shop more and I want other people to also be informed about the quality of the products that I buy. So for me now, I try my best to give like an honest review. So I would not give any star, I would not give any review before I actually use the products that I bought. Yeah, in a hope that what is it called? I add the credibility of the review that I make, yeah.
This is surprisingly.
So thank you very much, Ibu Aulia.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we have a question here. Okay, I would like to read it out for you. Okay, so this is from Dr. Siti Nursanti. She says, very interesting since pandemic, my activities are teaching, eating, online shopping. Yeah, online from A to Z, even shopping for vegetables can be done online. And for me, the voice, okay, so when the delivery guy say paket, yeah, so that is one of the
raise your immune.
Raising Ibu Siti Nursanti, I think it's everybody's immune system. Okay, so there was Ibu Aulia, Dr. Siti says that, very interesting because anything is online, including shopping for vegetables, and the voice of packet increasing my immune, she says, Okay.
Hopefully.
And it will be very fruitful if you can extend your research to the pandemic area, okay, and also reach a bigger audience by involving non-students.
Okay. We will look forward for it. Thank you.
We are looking forward for yours.
Me too.
Okay. All right, so thank you very much, Ibu Aulia, for the presentation. And we are going to move to the fourth presenter, Hayatul Rahmi, SSE MSE, from Department of Agrotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture, Unsika. I believe she has joined us, and she will present the entitled Growth of Kawista Leaves Explants by Addition of Corn Extract. Ibu Hayatul Rahmi, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Halo, Ibu, how are you? Assalamualaikum. Okay, Ibu Hayatul, are you ready with your slides and everything?
Yes.
Okay, all right then. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to the presentation from Ibu Hayatul Rahmi. The time is yours, Ibu.
Okay. The PPT already sent to the Miss Fadia. It's okay to open. Okay.
Oh, okay.
My background does not look good. It's okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Thanks for the opportunity. I am Hayatul Rahmi from Agriculture Faculty, Agrotechnology Department. First of all, the Honorable Rector Unsika, Honorable Head of the LPPM Unsika, and the committee of the webinar and the audience. I would like to start the presentation, make time short, okay, not will be long. This is my research and I will try to explain about the result and a little bit, the result, not all of them. Okay, the title is The Growth of Kawita Leaf Explant by Addition Corn Extract. Introductions. I will give a short introduction. The Kawista is a plant, especially in Karawang, that this plant have a medical function, but nowadays many people in Karawang don't know the Kawista function really is. So many people maybe just think this Kawista not have a function as medicine. That's why population in Karawang, especially in Karawang, year by year and day by day it's decreased. And because that I, as a research, try to because there is a little bit worry from me as a researcher. Population Kawista will be extinct. Maybe there is another another city in Indonesia, but Kawista not like a mango or another fruit have a lot of city and population. Kawista, one of the fruits. Yeah, Kawista especially is fruit. That's why we try to cultivation this Kawista by tissue culture. Tissue culture is we try to grow this plant in the bottle in aseptic condition. There is advantages of this tissue culture. We can produce the plant is mass or many products. To help the tissue culture to help tissue culture, usually use we call that hormone supplementation. Without this hormone, tissue culture will be it's not really good work like that. And then in this research, I try to use corn extract. In previous research, I already try coconut water and from the onion. For now, I try to use from the organic, something like that. We try to use the organic, and we don't want to use unorganic. We try, and then yeah. Next. Okay, the problems. The problem just two. We just want to know this corn can be affected or not. Okay, the problem number one, we want to know the significant effect the addition of the corn extract to the growth leaf explant. And the second, we try to want to know which one the best concentration of the corn extract to the grow Kawista leaf explant. Next, methodology, because this is experimental research and we do in the laboratorium. And then maybe the material and tools. You can see here the most important things. The material is one Kawista leaf, because we use the leaf and then this the MS, we call that MS. This we make the media from the MS. And from the tools, the important things here, we use laminar, autoclave, and then experimental design. It's like we try single factor is corn extract, and we use 3 replication and analyze using DMRT test. Okay, step research just the global. The first, we try to sample preparation. Here the sample is corn extract. We make the corn the stock is 100%, and then sterilization, we use this autoclave. We call this autoclave to make the tools and the media sterile. And then we make the culture media in the picture like this, and we make the media in the bottle. This just 25 milliliter, sorry. And next, inoculation. Inoculation we use in the laminar like this picture. We try to work in the sterile place in the laboratorium, and after inoculation we try to observation for 2 until 3 months. The result, okay, I try to explain about weight callus. Okay, callus is from the leaf. Before the callus, this picture, we call this callus. Callus we got from the leaf. Before this is a leaf, and the leaf grows to be callus because the extract from the corn, we addition corn extract, and then we use 10 treatment, A until G, okay, 1 until 18% extract, corn extract, and then the highest weight of the callus is treatment age 14%. After analysis, use the MRT, we can see a different alphabet behind this word. It means it's a different influence. It means corn extract can be give different influence to the leaf before. And here 40% is the highest weight callus. And next, for diameter, we try to find the best treatment to diameter callus. Same age treatment, 40% with 1.108 gram, centimeter. This is the best treatment age. Same with the weight callus. Okay, next. Maybe there is another audience here doesn't understand what is callus. Callus is defined as a group cell derived from competent soil tissue that is cultured under in vitro condition to form a undifferentiated mass of cell. Okay, in this research, we use corn extract. In the corn extract, we have cytokinin. We call that before hormone supplementation. In my background, hormone supplementation in corn extract, there is cytokinin. This hormone can, from the sweet corn, can accelerate cell division and enlargement. Okay, the conclusion, same with the problem. Conclusion answer the problem. Number one, the corn extract has a significant different effect on the growth of Cowista leaf explant. And number two, we can say that 14% concentration age treatment, the highest response with the weight 1.4 gram and diameter callus 1.1 centimeter. This research will be continued. That's why we say thank you to LPPM Unsika as a funder. We hope we can find the best, really the best treatment. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Hayatul. I Googled Cowista, the fruits, because I personally never have it. I never tried it. I'm wondering, what is the taste, Ibu Hayatul?
Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, I didn't show the picture of the fruit Cowista. Cowista still family with orange. Orange.
Okay.
One family with orange and then little sour.
Okay,
Not
soury.
really. Not really.
Okay. How about the texture? Is it crunchy as apple or rather smooth? Because I tried to find the English word for Cowista, and I found Cowista in English is called applewood.
Yes, that's the another name.
Another name, okay. So I was thinking maybe it's
not
crunchy
apple.
like an apple.
Not the tasty not really like apple.
Okay. All
Apple,
right.
but the Cowista no. And
Okay.
the skin of the Cowista very hard.
So you don't eat the skin, yeah, Bu?
Ever, but I don't really like it.
Oh, okay. So you can consume the whole fruit of Cowista with the skin, but the skin is rather hard.
Not skin inside the skin, just the skin hard, and inside we can consume the inside.
I see. Okay. So the taste is sour, yeah?
Yes, sour.
Okay, it's sour. Okay, but it has lots of benefits for health.
Oh yeah, it's benefit for health.
Okay.
But many people in Karawang didn't know about that medicine.
Well, I didn't know. I have to Google. Well, thank you very much for the information anyway. Yeah. Okay. Inviting any participants to ask questions to Ibu Hayatul because you have experimented with a lot of extract before you come into conclusion of adding the corn extract. You try the coconut, water and everything, yeah? Okay. Ibu Hayatul, we have a question here. I'm going to read the question for you, yeah? Okay, this is from Siti Juleha. Her question is, how to know or how to find the potential and advantages of a plant that is rarely known by many people?
I'm sorry, can you repeat again?
Oh, sure. How to know the potential of plants or advantages of a plant that is rarely known by many people?
Okay. Thank you for the question. I will try. I'll try answer. I hope she can understand.
Okay.
First, I know the Kawista have a medical function. First, of course, in the research. And impossible, we know this plant have function without research before. And first, I do in 2018 about antioxidant of this leaf and the skin, and this fruit have a potential as antioxidant, leaf and the skin. Although the skin have lower effect antioxidant.
So the whole plant is beneficial. Wow.
For now, I just know original my research leaf and the skin. Usually, the people do research just using the fruit. For I don't want to be competition with someone who wants to eat this fruit, and that's why I try to use that something the people doesn't consume, like the leaf and the skin.
So you're trying to look at another aspect.
This plant is famous in India, especially India. I have Google. I do Google. Many research in India, like anti-tumor, anti-cancer, diarrhea, and another. That's why I try to do research about this plant, because this plant very decrease year by year in Karawang.
I see. Okay. So in order to find the potential or advantages of plants, first thing you need to do is research.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much for the new information, Ibu Hayato. I am very happy to have many information from many what is it called educational backgrounds, yeah, because we in the webinar we have participants, we have presenters coming from both science and social sciences, so we come together and get a lot of new knowledge. Once again, thank you very much, Ibu Hayatul Rahmi, for the presentation and information. Okay, so now we are going to the last presenter today, from Jajam Hairul Jaman, ST, SEMCOM. I believe Pak Jajam is here with us in the Zoom meeting room. Assalamualaikum, good afternoon Pak Jajam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, Pak Jajam is, yeah, so Pak Jajam is from Informatics Department, Faculty of Communication, Unsika. He will present his paper entitled Sentiment Analysis on Utilizing Online Transportation of Indonesian Customers Using Tweets in the Normal Era and the Pandemic Era with Support Factor. Okay, this is very interesting, yeah? Using Twitter, okay, and online transportation service. Okay, Pak Jajam, the time is yours. You may begin your presentation.
Okay, thank you. I'm my presentation.
Okay, Pak Jajam, I'm very sorry. Could you speak a bit louder so we can hear you clear? Maybe you can. Yeah, maybe you can come closer to your laptop or computer.
Okay.
So we can hear you. Yes, now it's better. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your time, which I respect to Rector Unsika Karawang, to the committee, rector, and for all audience. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jajam Herul Jaman. I come from the Singaperbangsa Karawang University. I'm lecturer at the Computer Science Faculty. I will present the result of our latest research, namely is sentiment analysis on utilizing online transportation of Indonesian customer using tweet in the normal era and the pandemic COVID-19 era with support vector machine. Here I will present the sentiment about online transportation. This is currently developing in Indonesia, as well as related the economic impact of the pandemic era of transportation company. The analysis data I use is SPM, support vector machine, which is a model that can divide data into several classes. Usually, SPM is used as a prediction analysis. Well, let's get into this question. Okay, this research background. The background is that Indonesia has 143.26 million active internet user. The data was released by AIISB in 2017. The increase until now has increased again because from year to year the increase in user is quite significant. The shift in transport business in Indonesia is forcing, so it is very visible to be appointed. The amount of data on the internet ranging from web data, social media, and more that can be used as the basis for turning such data into very valuable information. And the most recent is the economic impact in the COVID-19 era on online transportation. Okay, this problem statement. How to classify common about transportation online, use SPM in the normal era and pandemic era, how to analyze result of classification, and how to evaluate the classification performance of the support vector machine and recommended result in the normal era better than pandemic era. The scope in this research, we use 1,618 tweets with 2 time division. In the era of normal, as many as 1,183 data and 435 data for pandemic era. We also use Python language with Jupyter application as a tool to assist us in calculating and classification. Notebook, Python programming language, The object that R is Matthew sentiment at online transportation Indonesia and Grab Indonesia. The keyword used is the research area, the research R at Grab ID and Gojek Indonesia. My target is SPM can classifying comment about online transportation using SPM. Then we will measure the classification result using confusion metric so that it is known that the performance of the SPM is good or not seen for its accuracy. The result will be a good recommendation to stakeholder so that what service have been provided can be their measure for how to respond to it. Okay, next slide. This is a research method. The first have selection data. Is data selection. Next, the second is pre-processing data. The third is transformation. The fourth is data mining process. And the last is evaluation. For data selection stage, we use two keywords is Grab ID and Gojek ID, which are applied to the data crawling process using the API facility provided by Twitter to facilitate the data retrieval process. For Gojek, there are 111 comments with positive sentiment, 363 comments with a negative sentiment, and 120 for neutral comment. For the overall data can be seen in the following table. It's object Grab Indonesia and Grab ID. Grab Indonesia switch in the normal area and the pandemic era, and Grab ID is the same. Is a classification sentiment positive, sentiment negative, and sentiment neutral. This is a value. Value. Okay, next. This tag is process by which the data clean. Yeah. Will some of the writing that must be clean between other our writing is the form of symbol like add, like tagar, and more character like dollar, like percent, like and, like star, and more. The purpose of the which is to make the data readable clearly. And the next step is scaffolding, is a stage where data is standardized. The letter, word, or sentence, the sentence case, uppercase, capital each word, and toggle case were changed into lowercase, so that the uniformity of the data maintained. And the tokenization is a process in which sentences are cut into token. Some punctuation marked such as comma, dot, and other were limited. Token will be read into word according to Indonesian language grammar. And spelling normalization, to be able to read more clearly, the spelling was normalized. So the word art is proper spelling. Also, many abbreviation were normalized, such as admin. Min refers to admin. Kemudian cell refers to telepon. Make upon cell. Then filtering step was to remove unused word. This process is also called stop word. And the last stemming is done to retrieve the main word of each sentence. The thing to note in this process are the removal of all affix, prefix, ending, or both. After pre-processing data is accomplished, the transport process in which the term used is TF-IDF, term frequency and inverse document frequency, which is a step of change from categorical value to numerical value. The data is then extracted into value. This is time frequency. This is inverse document frequency. This is TF-IDF. Okay. After the data transform into a value, the data is inserted into a kernel. There are 4 kernel that we use. That is, number 1, linear kernel, and 2, RBF, radian basis function or Gaussian function, and 3, sigmoid kernel, and 4, polynomial kernel. And the result in the normal era, in the data from the table normal era result is appear that the scenario 90% for data training and the 10% for data testing got the best accuracy result. For each kernel produced, is for linear kernel, the result is 80%. Okay, 80%. And then RBF 78%, and the sigmoid 80%, and the polynomial is 77%. Look in the yellow marking, but in reality 90 and the 10 can be referred to as unbalanced data. So it is really used as a basis. As for the usual use, as a basis normally is a scenario of the 60 and the 40. 60 and the 40. 60 for data training and 40 for data testing. Look in the green marking. Okay, linear, RBF, sigmoid, polynomial, and 60 and 40. The result in the pandemic era, from the calculation of the accuracy of the pandemic era, the best average accuracy is in the data sharing of the 60 and 40. With the high kernel is in the linear kernel, with the value of 59%. This is a result gap. For color blue, it is a positive sentiment, and the orange positive sentiment in the COVID era. In the silver color is negative sentiment, and the yellow is negative sentiment in the pandemic era, and the light blue in neutral sentiment, and the green is neutral sentiment in pandemic era. This is object Gojek. Is this object Grab ID? Okay, this study I'm the compare sentiment analysis toward online transportation service in pre and pandemic era by SPM. Is found that the performance is every kernel in the pandemic era decrease. In the normal era, the highest accuracy obtained is in the linear kernel and sigmoid with a ratio of 90 and 10 result in an accuracy of 80%. Meanwhile, in the pandemic era, the highest accuracy is only found in linear kernel with a ratio of 60 and 40, which is 59%. The accuracy likely decline due to several factors such as full and unstructured initial data and the customer reluctance to adopt to health protocol, which contribute to the rise of displays with a service. This paper has been published in the Estes Journal, volume number 5 is number 5, page number 389 and 394 in the 21 September 2020. Okay, thank you. Thus I complete this presentation. Thank you for your consent. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pak Jajam, thank you very much for the presentation. And I am surprised actually that there are so many tools to analyze language. And it was also very interesting that what is it called? Your tool can detect the slang, the language that is not formal in Bahasa Indonesia. And by the way, Pak Jajam, can we maybe get a copy of your article? Is it available? The article?
All right.
Is it available?
Yes. Available. Yes.
Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, so thank you very much, Pak Jajam. I'm inviting any participants to give comments or share their experience or maybe asking questions to Pak Jajam. Pak Jajam, may I ask for tips as a young researcher myself? Because you use data from social media, right? From Twitter, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, you use data from Twitter. How about the consent or the copyright from the Twitter? Can you give advice for us? The consent
in the Twitter is read it for crawling data. Then Twitter use to the API.
Okay. In order to maintain the ethics of research, ya Pak Jajam ya.
Ya. Jadi menyediakan Twitter itu menyediakan. Twitter itu menyediakan suatu API yang dapat kita gunakan, untuk menarik data tersebut, hingga open data.
Okay, so the data on Twitter, or is it the same with Instagram maybe, or under social media, Facebook?
Instagram maybe don't have
okay. How about Facebook, Pak Jajam?
Facebook dia menyediakan APA juga, hanya agak different, agak
a
sulit.
bit different. Oh, okay. So the more convenient is Twitter maybe. So the social. So this is also a concern because we need to keep our ethical and as a research as well as a researcher as well as consent and copyright when we use the data from social media. Yeah, so we need to make sure of that, and we know from Pak Jajam that Twitter is more convenient in this sense rather than Instagram or Facebook. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much, Pak Jajam, for the presentation. And thank you very much also that you would like to provide us with your copy of your article. And ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the afternoon sessions. Okay, I would like to extend my gratitude to every one of you for your kind participants on this webinar series conducted by the Institute of Research and Community Service, Universitas Singaperbangsa, Karawang. I hope that you enjoyed the presentation from various backgrounds here in regards to COVID-19 pandemics. To invite you to another series of webinar, be informed of that information. Thank you very much once again. I hope to see you again in another occasions. Okay, Ibu Hilda, I'm giving the floor back to you. Okay, that's it from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for lectures of Unsika for the presentation. Also, thank you to Mrs. Evi Kalina for guiding us during the second session of presentation by lectures of Unsika. The excellent presentation by our speakers at Paguyuban Rakyat Seni Unsika.
So perjuangan, punya tradisi goyang Karawang. Dari dahulu sehingga sekarang, goyang Karawang tetapi senang. Yang kiri kita goyang kanan, yang kiri kita goyang kanan, goyang, 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 goyang.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we close the second day of session of webinar, I would like to invite Mrs. Fardia Lubis to present a closing speech. Well, to Mrs. Fardia, please take your time.
Thank you, everyone. I wouldn't say this as a speech because I'm sure I'm not supposed to. But on behalf of the committee, on behalf of the Institute of Research and Service Community (LPPM) of Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang, I would like to express my deepest gratitude, a great thank you, the biggest thank you to all of the participants, 12 speakers, invited speakers, and 9 speakers from UNSIKA for all their participation, to all the audiences who joined it from the day 1, day 2, or any session in between. Again, I can only say thank you, and thank you. I hope we all can meet again virtually or face-to-face later in another event and another occasions. Again, thank you so much. And to all of my fellow committee here, thank you for all your hard work. Again, speakers, audiences, thank you so much. Thank you. Back to MC to close the event.
Thank you, Mrs. Faria. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the end of today's agenda. After all of the inspiring presentation by our speaker in this international webinar series on dissemination of academic research and implementation during COVID-19 pandemic, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for your presence in this webinar. It has been our pleasure to become this part of the event. I do hope all the participants will get the benefit knowledge from this event, and thank you very much for your kind attendance and participation. I wish you all a pleasant day and see you on the next opportunity.
Everyone, thank you. Okay, everyone, I will end the video. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we are going out.